And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for more MMA action in the featherweight division. An amateur MMA bout. Please welcome, making his way into the cage, Magdi Gereev.
There has been a definite impact in the globalization of mixed martial arts scene from the Russian Federation. Tonight, we have seen, by way of Manchester, a couple of young, hungry, excellent grapplers. Magdi Gereev, certainly a guy to look out for in the division.
Calm and composed, very gifted grappler and exceptional wrestler. I do not say that lightly. Relentless style of pressure and constricting jiu-jitsu, Chris.
Now, you've got to understand, in Russia you can actually get degrees in martial arts. You can become a master of Sambo. And so there's no doubt in my mind that Magdi has devoted his life to the understanding of grappling and wrestling and obviously all of the things that come to make that a useful tool in mixed martial arts. Buddy Johnson.
Ladies and gentlemen, and his opponent making his way into the cage, Joshua Onwordi.
And a man who is no stranger to entertaining the masses here at Rise of Champions. It's Joshua Onwordi, the MMA clinic standout, 24 years of age, 6-1, hailing from East London, is an outstanding competitor if there ever was one.
Strong and powerful, good boxing and Muay Thai skills, great wrestling, very good at setting up his takedowns and capitalizing at the perfect time.
And not such a bad dancer either. You can see the influence. He's actually an experienced free runner, break dancer, and that mental ability to come in, focus, trust on the process of learning, movement. I think that's made Onwordi one of the martial artists to be talked about in the entire United Kingdom.
Onwordi coming in, he's very, very tactful. He doesn't force things, he lets things happen and picks the time to advance, which is going to be very important in this fight, Chris.
And I love the fact that Onwordi was so upfront with us. He said, look, my only battle out there is with me. There is no other opponent. I go out there and I focus on what it is I can be good at and excel in those departments. Training under legends like Michael Russell and BJJ, you know that you can go out there and be so experienced in every department.
Onwordi coming in now just with the pre-fight checks. Watch out for his knees in the clinch. He can throw them anytime his opponents are pulling their hips back.
What a way to start the main card. The only way to get it going is from Buddy Johnson.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime right here at the Brentwood Center in Brentwood, Essex. We get ready, ladies and gentlemen, three-minute rounds of amateur MMA in the featherweight division. Rise of Champion number 4, sponsored by London Square. Introducing first your fighter in the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 10.5 inches tall, weighing officially at 65 kilograms, with a flawless amateur record, 4 wins, no defeats, representing 12-gauge MMA from Manchester by way of Russia. He is Magdi Gereev. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, he stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighing officially 65.7 kilograms with 5 official wins, 1 defeat, representing MMA Clinic from East London. He is Joshua the Flash Onwordi. When the action begins, your referee in charge, Mr. Daniel Mulvaheady.
The main card at Rise of Champions, they are chanting in the bleachers tonight in London. Daniel Mulvaheady in charge. Joshua Onwordi against Magdi Gereev. Russia versus the UK.
Gereev, no stranger to the grappling realm here. As Onwordi closes the distance, he needs to be very careful about giving a position up to Gereev.
Onwordi controlling there with a nice underhook. And doing everything he can to try and possibly catch that single leg, Dean.
Onwordi doing the right thing. He's keeping that pressure nice and heavy. Looking for the ankle pick there. Gets it. Wow. This is huge. Taking Magdi down at his own game.
Gereev now really having to work here, Dean. It's almost an interesting template, isn't it, when you go into the game and you think that you're going to have that wrestling superiority, and then a guy just takes it right out of the blue.
Onwordi coming in. Again, we spoke about him being a tactician, and this is tactical advancement. He's serving to surprise Magdi and then switch it up at the last minute.
So Onwordi working the pass here. Gereev stuck in half. I love the way that Onwordi is so methodical in his approach.
Again, back to his tactician background. Everything he does is for a reason. He sets up moves 4 steps ahead. He's going to look around to control the head now with his left arm. And Magdi senses that, so that's why he's keeping that tight lock.
Magdi controlling here with that over-under. Onwordi beautifully sliding higher, trying to clear out of that quarter guard. What a way to continue the action here and open up the main card tonight. For those of you watching us on UFC Fight Pass, I'm Chris Hoekstra alongside Dean Midhat. An honor and a privilege to commentate the action tonight in London.
Onwordi going for the high guard here. He's serving to move away from the hips to eliminate the buck of Magdi on the bottom, but he's punishing these left hands in, Chris. The referee is looking on.
Onwordi, super, super tactical and getting into that mount position, controlling, floating, and landing punch after punch.
And this is where Onwordi comes to light, when he implements his game plan first and is dominating on top, looking to get the back, Chris. 2 hooks in.
And he's going for it, Dean. He's forced the back of Gereev, got that wrist right in. Down come the punches.
And who would have thought we'd see this? Onwordi dominating Magdi at his own grappling game. Again, we see him in the back, double unhooks, and he's great the way that he's along the belt line of Magdi. Makes it very much harder to get bucked off from that position. It allows him to fire off these shots, and we see him here slamming his left hand into Magdi.
That's the end of the first. A breathtaking 3 minutes, folks, Onwordi versus Gereev. Dean, how do you see it so far? Obviously, on one hand, we were surprised to see the decision-making, and of course, the almost ease. It was a shutout for Onwordi.
Interesting tactics from Onwordi, but they are working. You know, coming into this fight, I would have said that Onwordi needs to work the sprawl and brawl tactics, but he's completely surprised Magdi, and indeed us, and he's working the top position and coming to fruition in those positions, making sure that he keeps the position.
Josh Onwordi, the young man fighting out of the MMA clinic in Romford from East London, taking on Magdi Gereev from Russia by way of Manchester. No doubt, the team from 12 Gauge MMA making some big adjustments there for the Russian fighter, Dean.
Yeah, Magdi needs to throw punches with some intent on them to hide his takedown and almost certainly land up on top, Chris.
You can see that squatted stance already, though. Wide stance for Gereev. Onwordi will attack that, though, with a beautiful kick, and Onwordi off that kick closes the distance. The tie-up here already very telling.
Onwordi doing a great job of cutting off all the grappling avenues of Magdi. He's really just putting roadblocks in. You see, he looks wait for the takedown and gets the trip.
Unbelievable as Onwordi sweeps the foot away. He couldn't have had a better night at the office so far, Dean.
Onwordi has shocked everyone here, including me. Again now on top of Magdi. He's controlling the head, looking to drop punches there with that right arm.
Onwordi with a deep left underhook is controlling very nicely as he continues to try and pry his way out of this half guard. Sliding the knee, pushing the legs open. Gereev trying to sneak out the back door.
Gereev again needs to frantically disable this position. He needs to buck. He needs to fight the hands. He can't stay on the bottom and eat these punches, Chris.
Onwordi throwing in little shots. Nothing significant, but they're... Oh, no. That's it. Daniel Movahedi has waved off this contest. He has not seen, number one, intelligent defense or an attempt to improve position.
That is a huge feather in Josh Onwordi's cap. He really dominated the grappler, forced the punches, and the way he rode on top of Magdi was almost like he was riding a horse. He went with the flow, he moved with the movements, and he just implemented his game plan perfectly.
It was an unbelievable performance, and almost a flawless performance from Josh Onwordi.
Josh Onwordi now taking the opportunity to celebrate and don the hat of kings, the hat of the winners, as he loses it there from the fancy moves. Great job by Josh Onwordi.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the ROC cage, our referee, Mr. Daniel Mulcahy, called a stoppage. So there's about 1 minute, 16 seconds of round number 2 to your winner by TKO with ground and pound in the red corner, Joshua the Flash Onwordi.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your winner, Joshua Onwordi. Josh, that was almost a perfect performance here tonight. You took on a guy who has a very strong wrestling game and beat him there.
Strong wrestling game. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, no, I'll take my hats off to him. He was quite tough, but you know, I'm me. There you go.
Josh, you came out there and obviously imposed your will. Were you surprised at the stoppage? You were obviously overwhelming him there with strikes.
To be honest, I thought I was going to end it in round 1, and then round 2 came, and I was actually saying to Dan, like, please, like, just stop it, because he's not defending my left hand. Like, I could use my right, but I didn't think I needed to. So, but Dan's an amazing ref anyway, so like, it is what it is. I'm trying to peel these little gloves off, because you know, the next time I step in an octagon again, I won't be wearing these chunky ones. I'll be wearing, what are they, 4 ounce, the pro gloves? Yes, those gloves. I'll be wearing them again.
So Josh, what you're telling us is this is going to be your last amateur fight. You're going pro from here on out.
That was my amateur send-off, so thank you all for being here to witness it.
Josh, it was a beautiful performance. It was very technical. You've got an amazing team behind you in the MMA clinic, and we cannot wait until you come back. Any last words for the fans, man?
For the fans, I don't know, remember the face, because you're going to see it everywhere very soon. Very soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please make some noise for Josh Onwordi?